Evening to you and welcome to the program. My name is Emmanuel Oma and this is the Insight on GBS Television. Tonight we want to speak about the problem that has been developing the country for quite some time, and the president recently came out and said that the corruption in the country has been entrenched so much and accused Parliament of being corrupt. Of course, parliamentarians came out and refuted those claims and asked the president if he has any kind of evidence to present them to the authorities that are tasked with the responsibility of dealing with such issues. And tonight, to help me discuss this issue is Mr. Moses Sande. Thank you so much, Mr. Moses Sande.
Thank you.
He's a governance expert, by the way, and he will be speaking to us about the corruption in Kenya. Mr. Moses, I just want to you to begin with this. When you heard the utterances of the president, do you think that those were just mere rhetoric, or did he mean what he was saying?
Thank you for welcoming for the issue. You know, Kenyans are also aware that what the president said is true. It is so that there had been no time that Kenyans can present themselves and say this is what is happening. Because you see, if a member of parliament can just come and say that you gave us this bill and we passed for you, you gave us this other one and we passed for you, that tells you that the current parliament that we have as at now is not serving the people who elected them to be in the parliament. They are serving the executive. And now the executive has realized maybe in one or the other, the executive, to some point, maybe gave them something to pass those bills, and they are now testifying that it is indeed true that they normally get some bribes to pass bills.
But why do you think that corruption has been entrenched so much in our political and social system?
Yeah, you know, the institution placed to handle the corruption cases, I've been saying every now and then that they are not independent. And remember last time when you were having a discussion with you, I told you that these independent bodies should not be called independent bodies because they are not independent. Because you see, even right now, you can just steal one of these cameras here and run away.
Why?
Then you will be arrested. Then again, you will pay bond, cash bail, and say that until proven guilty. So you see, someone is looting millions of shillings and is going scot-free until proven guilty. That is the biggest problem in this country.
Now, do you think that the judiciary somehow is a weaker link in the fight against corruption?
At some points, judiciary serves its purpose in accordance with the law. But in a larger extent, it has really failed the Kenyans.
How?
You know, if someone is arrested, you know, right now you can be arrested and you can be fined a cash bail or a bond of 1 million. And you've only stolen maybe a glass of water. But you find a politician is stealing millions of shillings. Then you just hear a cash bill of 100,000 or 50,000. Now, there is no balancing on how we are finding people in this name.
But there are rules and regulations to be followed. You don't just put a bond or
But
something like that.
how can you equate someone who has stolen this glass to be fined 1 million and someone who has stolen 1 billion to be fined 50,000? Don't you see there is some biasness there?
So you see, like, judiciary is not up to the task, or does not rise to the occasion to fight the.
Yeah.
And now that the president came out guns blazing and even created a multi-agency team, I understand that that one has been stayed by the courts gave an injunction that should be stopped implementing that, but to the extent that the president went to that extent to create that multi-agency team, you realize that the president is very genuine, you know?
Yeah. You know, these are the things that are delaying any progress in this country, because once an institution is put in place, then someone is running to our court system to block that system. Then the same people will again come and blame the government that the government is not doing what is ought to be done. Yeah.
And now that you see, there are independent institutions that have been granted authority by the Constitution to fight corruption. For example, the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, we have the Office of the Auditor General, we have the criminal justice system. So what is the weakest link? Who is not up to the task here?
Both of them are not doing their job as required, because you see, if I'm the prosecutor, maybe I'm the one who is doing an investigation. Once I've done an investigation, I've realized and found out that this is the culprit, then I should engage those who do the arrest. Then once you are arrested, then you should be taken to court. Once you're taken to court, then you should be charged. You should prove whether you are guilty or not. Now, this is where we are having a stamping block, proving whether you are guilty or not. Because this proving can take even 20 years. And some people dying before even being proved whether they are guilty or not.
That's very bad. So do you propose some kind of a timeline of dealing with these high-profile corruption cases? Or?
There should be a timeline. And you know, in leadership, you also need sometimes to be ruthless. If you want your things to go the way it should be, not that it should go your way, but the way it should be. Sometimes you should be hard on other things. Yeah.
And because corruption has been talked about, the last administration, the president then, President Uhuru Kenyatta, said that Kenya will lose at least 2 billion shillings per day. And I think that is this a citizen issue or a leadership issue? Who is to blame here?
We are both to be blamed on this issue of looting 1 billion or whatever amount that is being looted in this country. Because you see, even if you walk, right now, even if you start walking and you find a policeman outside here, if you're not careful, you will end up maybe giving what you're not expecting to give the police officer. And that is also bribery and also corruption. Again, if you go to government offices, there are some services that you need to see someone behind the scenes.
Behind closed doors.
Yeah, for you to get that services. Me, in my view, if I can be the president right now, the issue of permanent and pensionable to government officials can be a thing of the past. You should work based on how you perform. If you cannot perform, then you should give way for other people. This issue of permanent and pensionable is what makes people not work. Because once you've been confirmed you are employed by the government on a permanent basis, someone just come and take his and put his coat and he goes away. Because there is no way you will take him or her. Yeah, he is permanent and pensionable.
But now, what should the leaders do to do away with this ghost of corruption?
The leaders knows what they should do, but they don't want to do.
What?
Because if you are given, maybe for example, if we can say maybe allocation of maybe the county government, they are given money, and you can remember there was a year where my former governor returned development fund, and is returning the development fund, and our stadium is not yet complete. So you question yourself, why should you return the money that should help the citizens? Again, you find people not going to school and returning the money. So these people know what they should do, but they are running away. So they are trying to portray that we are good people, but we are not good people, because you know if you return money, it's like now there's nothing you can do with that money. But if you look on the expenditures, a lot has been looted.
Now, because you're accusing, so they should act as a watchdog, or what should they do? Because we need action, you know.
Leaders represent those who elected them.
Yes.
But it is a point where they are not representing those who elected them. They are there to feed themselves with their families. Legislators like the Member of Parliament do not want to hear they mention that they are corrupt. And they know very well they are corrupt. If you can start auditing each and every construction in all these constituencies, you will find maybe a 60 million classroom.
Yes.
As per the record in a constituency. If you do an audit, you get that this building can even cost 20 million only.
Yeah.
Again, you will find the constituency manager and the staff, the money they are allocated for as salary,
yes,
does not equate to their job description.
Yeah.
So you find maybe someone is being allocated maybe 500,000.
Yes.
As a salary.
Yeah.
But because we agreed that when I'm giving you this job, I'll be allocating for you 500,000. But you'll be giving me 200,000 every month. Kickback. Or 100,000. Because if you don't do that, someone also will be employed to do that. So if Emmanuel is being paid 500,000.
Yes.
Moses 500,000.
Yes.
It's 5,000.
Yeah.
Now Emmanuel is giving Moses 20,000. The other person also giving this one 20,000.
Yes.
Even the money they are dishing outside here is not their salary. You cannot have that much to dish out with that salary. You cannot.
Just like that.
Yeah.
And just before we go, what are some of the effects of corruption to the ordinary citizens that are always being overlooked?
You know, the moment there is a corruption in this country,
yes,
development will not take place. And when there's no development, there's no circulation of funds.
Yeah.
And the moment there's no circulation of funds, it affects the common mwananchi.
Yes.
Because we rely on the circulation. You see, right now we are having a hard time because we don't have circulation of cash to the common people. That is what needed to be worked on. How can the money circulate to the common citizen? Yeah.
And is there any, let's say, for example, the leaders, let's say members of parliament, are they doing their job as the people representative and as the overseer of the executive in terms of accountability?
In my view, they are not. Because you see, recently, there was a PG of UDA and ODM. There they are going to be given instructions that you should do A, B, C, D.
Yes.
Even this allegation of corruption that MPs are getting bribes.
Yes.
There are people being targeted. And in some weeks to come,
yes,
you will hear that maybe the chairman of a certain community
yes,
is replaced with someone. Maybe the speaker will be replaced with someone. Yes. There are some people being targeted there. Yeah, and that's why you are hearing this noise of corruption. Because all of them are corrupt, and they know that.
Are you sure?
All of them are corrupt.
No, you can't say that without evidence, you know?
Those people, all of them are corrupt.
But
because even every now and then, the Auditor General is giving the records of how people are misusing funds in our county and the constituency. Yeah. They cannot come and defend it.
So is it by an error of omission or commission?
by
What is it?
choice.
Because I'm here. Most of the political rallies that people go to attend, you find that politicians give out money. So, what will the political patronage? Do you think it has fueled the level of corruption probably in government?
Yeah, the issue of dishing out money to citizen and the demand that we also citizen people have is what is necessitating them to loot. Because me right now, if I can meet a leader, elected leader, I cannot ask for money. Because even if you give me 1 million now,
Yes.
I will use it and it will just, I will in 2 days time, that 1 million, or even 1 day,
Yes.
it will be no longer with me.
Yes.
But if I can tell you that what we need to do,
Yes.
I'm coming from this ward
Yeah.
or this constituency.
Yes.
What we are lacking is A, B, C, D.
Yes.
What you need to do so that we can create employment
Yes.
to the citizen and the youth
Yeah.
is A, B, C, D.
Yes.
Then if you do that, people will be employed. If majority of people are employed, no one will be even attending these rallies.
Yeah.
No one will come even for money because the people are busy. But people are idle. People are jobless. That's why you see, give us something so that we can do this.
Okay. But there has been a lot of numerous corruption scandals that have been exposed in Kenya, in the country, since its independence. Why has the conviction rate has been very minimal compared to the number of corruption cases that are being unearthed every single day?
You see, if the person who should give the verdict for the corrupt people is also corrupt, now you see where that matrix is. Because the judiciary itself is corrupt. The people that they want to put on notice are also corrupt. And they're the legislators. And they know very well that if we convict this legislator, their colleagues will come for us. Now they have to balance. Which one is outweighing which one? Yeah, that is where the problem is.
So, do we need an overhaul of all the system? An overhaul?
Not all of them are bad people, but quite a number. The system is just corrupt. Yeah, some are good people.
So, what can the citizens do now? Because the power lies with the citizen.
The citizens should demand for accountability on anything that the government does. If somebody cannot account for any single coin,
Yes.
then you should recall, even if the president, we should recall the president and put it to account. Ask, what can we do with this? What have you done with this? Why have you not done this? Then again, I hear people saying that the president is not working, or the president has failed. But we are forgetting that the president is like a father in a family. In as much as the State House has the allocation of funds, but remember we have a devolved government that should function. Counties are being allocated funds.
Yes.
Why must you wait for the president again to come and assist you on how you can initiate how to use these funds? Members of parliament are having NGCDF,
Yes.
which is now unconstitutional as we speak. They still wait a president to come and do what they should do. Why should the president travel all the way from Nairobi, maybe to my county in Siaya, using all the resources, to come and open maybe a police station or an institution? And we have CSC people there in the county
Yes.
who are in charge of those departments.
Yes.
Why should they do that? Why must they? Why must the president? Like the other day, you see someone is going to maybe launch a water tap. Someone is going to launch a water tap with 2 choppers. If you hire a chopper here, from here, per day, 1 chopper is not less than 500,000. That is 1 chopper. If there are 2 million.
Yes.
And what is the cost of constructing that borehole? So you see how wasteful we are as a country.
Now, just hold that your thoughts there, because we are going for a short break here at the Insight GBS Television. Moses Sunday is still with me. I'm still Emmanuel Ouma. Don't go too far, because this conversation is just but starting. Well, thank you so much for staying with GBS Television. This is the Insight. I'm still Emmanuel Ouma, and I'm here with Moses Sunday. And we're speaking about corruption. Mr. Moses, the judiciary has played a pivotal role, especially in the fight against corruption. Do you think they have exceeded expectation, or they are just average, or they haven't done anything yet?
No, they have tried. They are average. In fact, judiciary, if can be supported, they can do a lot of wonderful job. The problem is that they are in most cases being intimidated by executive.
You think they are not independent?
Yeah, because even if they are independent, but who is the appointing authority?
The JSC.
Who submit the names and who approves?
The Judicial Service Commission.
You will find that at the end of the day, the executive has their people there. Because even last time, it's not that people don't want to be told. We know who could have been the Chief Justice by now. Not the current person we have. We know what happened. People are just trying to assume that it was supposed to be the way it is as of now. Because you see, sometimes judiciary makes complaints of less allocation of funds. And you find these other government officers being allocated unnecessary funds. So you see, if our courts cannot be funded appropriately, then there's no way you can do your job very well. In any operation, if you cannot fund the operations department with the finance, then count yourself, you fail automatically. Because you cannot run up and down with less finances.
Now, do you think it is a moral issue, this corruption thing? Because now it seems we can't get it out of our system.
We can get it out of our system if we wish so, but we've not wished to get it out of our system. Because beneficiaries will ensure corruption remains the way it is.
But right, it is a very bad thing. It should
very bad indeed. It's very bad. In fact, if we can avoid corruption, Kenya will be very far. Very, very far. That's what I can tell you. There's a lot of money in this country. A lot of money. And Kenyans are hardworking people, very hardworking people.
But you realize that the president came out and talked about corruption, formed a multi-agency team to deal with this monster. But you realize that we still don't feel it, that the government is quite sincere. Kenyans don't still feel it. But
why will you form a multi-agency if the bodies that are managed to do that job is there? There's also another wastage of resources. Because this committee will be paid allowances and will be paid after completion of the... And there are people managed to do that job. Put those who are tasked to do that job to do it. If they cannot do it, then you sack them. Why must you just put someone there who cannot do his job? Why? And people are suffering. If you are employed and you cannot do your job, you quit or you're being sacked. So that people can see the seriousness on what they should do.
Now, Kenya is not an island. We live amidst other countries. Do you think that there are some lessons that we can learn from other countries, especially in the war against graft?
I don't think, because these African countries, all of them are just corrupt.
What do you mean? All of the, huh?
African's country, I have not seen any country that I cannot compare, that I can say that this country now is a good country. They are all corrupt.
But the level probably is less or higher.
Yeah, but Kenya is the one for Kenya. I'm speaking as a Kenyan because I know much about Kenya.
Yeah.
The level of corruption in Kenya is way much above what we expect it to be.
So now, since we want to fight this war against graft, where should we start? Should we start with the citizen or the leaders? Where? Bottom up or up bottom?
We should start with the citizen first.
How?
Citizens are the people who are making these leaders to be more corrupt than the way they should be. Because you can even go to other offices.
Yes.
Because it has been a culture of corruption. But even before that person requested you for money, a Kenyan will first of all ask the person who should give you, what do you need so that I can get this service very, very fast? Then that is where we start.
Okay.
He will tell you do this, you will give him money or her money. So it will be a continuous. Then the person giving that money
Yes.
will be used to. So he will not be performing his or her job as expected because he used to that money. He will wait for that somebody who will come and tell her that, can I give you something? So do that. And that is now the culture we have in this country.
So what should we do? Like, should we stop? And if we stop, will the services still continue?
Yeah, we should stop. We should stop giving people finances so that they can offer us services. And if they can, citizens can also sabotage the government. If you cannot offer us services, where should we pay tax? Offer me the service, I pay you tax.
Yes.
If you cannot offer the service, where should you come for tax?
Yeah.
Then the pressure will come from the executive to those that is supposed to do for them their job. Then the system will just work.
And now, since we have dealt with the citizen, so how about the leaders?
The citizens are also leaders, and leaders are also citizens. And the citizens are people putting them there. Once the citizens have decided that this is what they want to do,
yes,
they will do. Yeah.
And now that this corruption talk has been in the country for quite some time, what are some of the things that we should do as a country to reform these institutions that are mandated to fight corruption so that they can do it effectively, that resonate with the people?
First of all, when it comes to employment,
yes,
we should employ people based on merits. As we speak, the employment system in this country is not based on merit. It is based on whom you know. If you don't know somebody in that sector, if you are not maybe associated to a certain politician, you will not get employment.
Yeah.
If you can just do grouping of employees, even for those counties, you take Nairobi, you take Kisumu, you take Kiambu, you take all of them, you will find 90% or 60% are relatives in one or the other. What they do, if I'm a governor of Nairobi County,
Yeah.
and you are a governor of Siaya County, what they do is swapping. You see that this percentage of, let's say for example, if in Nyanza, you cannot know a Luo from Kisumu and from Siaya.
Yeah.
They are all Luos in this office. Same to Kiambu. You cannot know a Kiambu, a Kikuyu from Kiambu, and a Kikuyu from maybe Nyeri or Murang'a. All of them are Kikuyu. So what they do is just swapping. You give me your people, I give you my people. So you cannot know. Yeah, that is the system that is working.
And how should the citizens be empowered so that they can resist this urge of corruption?
It will take time for us to do that because those who are there are relatives. And they will not wish their relatives not to be there. So, me, what I can say as at now that the young generation should now come up and rise to the occasion and vote the young people. So this system, we can start it afresh. If we just start it afresh as a young generation, then we are good to go. This issue of you must be affiliated to this party is what is affecting us most. Because, and youth are also funny. You find a youth is not having money. His fellow youth is also not having money. And the fellow youth who is not having money can make a good leader and take this nation to the next level. But you find the same youth who is not having money cannot vote for his fellow youth who is not having money. And he wants the system to change. It can never work. Unless we open up our mind and realize that money cannot buy everything. So that if Emmanuel is a youth, like you now, and you want to start to vie for any position in your home area, let them see that this man can do the job. Whether he has money or doesn't have money, let us give him a chance and work. But the moment you are giving someone who is 60 years and above, or 70, he will not work. Because people fear mentioning death. But it is true, death is real. There was a time I asked my friend. I told him, my friend, right now you should be focusing with your life and your family. You are 39 years old. How old is your mother? So if you are going by the God's plan or wish, then your mother will die ahead of you. And maybe he's having like 20 years at most. So if you concentrate too much on other issues, he will die and he will leave you when you are just poor. By the time you're realizing you are poor, you are now aged also. So you should focus on your issues first. So youths will focus on their fellow youths. We are not denying that even the fellow youths will become old. But for the system to work, the youth must rise to the occasion.
So rising to the occasion, do you think the youth are able, capable to actually undertake the job? Because the president said that sometimes they're not just up to the task.
But even that president was a youth. In fact, the current president joined politics when he was a youth. Can he say that he never performed his job and is now the president? He performed his job. He can do that. It's just a way of now trying to shortchange the youth. What the youth are not realizing that, maybe for example, for you to register a political party, you need to have maybe like around 500,000. If you can just take maybe 50 youths, you can register a political party. Even if you contribute 5,000 each, that is enough money to register a political party. Then these 50 youths can be a campaign team for this party. And so you don't need to request money for someone. You just contribute amongst yourself.
So and still on this issue of corruption, because following the coming out of the youthful generation in Kenya 2024 and 2025, do you think that momentum will sustain probably the war against graft, or it was just a passing cloud?
No, this one was a passing cloud. Remember I told you the other day that the issue even of Gen Z is not viable.
Right.
I told you very well that when it comes to... But you see even you see even the character that we witnessed yesterday when the former deputy president was coming from US. You see what happened. It is the same youths who are given money to go and attack the former deputy. In as much as you don't buy to the ideologies of someone, why must you send a fellow youth? By morning, I was being informed by my fellow colleagues from side of Dagoroti, another one from Donholm, majority were from the other side of Donholm, that he's seeing some people are being fueled their motorcycle.
Yeah.
So, which means they were ready for that occasion. So you find someone is being given 500 shillings.
Yes.
To go and disrupt the convoy of a former deputy. It is so bad. And now you see, instead of even if disrupting the convoy, even your fellow citizens that were just on their normal business operation, they are smashing their vehicles. So you are given a 500 shillings, you are destroying a vehicle of what? 15 million.
Yes.
A side mirror only is enough to pay your rent for the entire year. And you are destroying it just because you've been given 500 shillings. Then these are the same youth who are saying that we must transform this country come 2027. And the same youth are being used by the same people they don't want to be in the system.
Yeah.
So you see that equation is not even balancing.
It's not even but I think the war on graft ultimately should be undertaken with a lot of seriousness and taken by the government. So what do you suggest probably as we close this conversation?
The government should walk the talk. The citizens should walk the talk. If you see someone doing what it's not expected to do, if it is corrupt, call it out. So that you can know that what we are doing is not the right thing. If 1, 2, 3 people will be calling out this is not good, this is not good.
Yes.
Even if it will change. If you are stealing this and you tell no, don't steal this, you not do this.
Yes.
Don't do this.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you will have to change.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what we should do. We should call out any corruption that we are coming across. But the system is not even working now when it comes to prosecution.
Yeah.
Because you can prosecute someone who is not having money.
Yes.
So you'll be told, did you do this? It's either yes or no.
Oh, no. Yeah.
If you say no, you don't have money,
yes,
you're going to the cell for 14 days.
7 days.
Yeah. So it will force you to say yes. So that you can buy your freedom from that court.
Okay, thank you so much. That was Moses Sunday, who is a political analyst and a governance expert. He tells me that he wants to vie for the Member of County Assembly of Southeast Alego Ward come 2027. I am Emmanuel Ouma, and we've been speaking about corruption. This conversation does not end here. Go to our social media platforms, X at GBS TV, Facebook at GBS TV, and Instagram at GBS TV. Thank you so much for watching. Good evening.